So how do I go about setting my target numbers, my KPIs, like, and monitoring them? But if they're poor or they're non-focused, you know what I mean?
Yeah, how do you know?
Yeah.
Right.
How do I know I'm doing the right thing, Nick? You know?
Yeah. So here's the KPIs that I consider, good to amazing. I'll give you guys kind of like the levels. Okay. For cold calling specifically, you really want to see anywhere from a 9 to a 14% contact rate. If you're up near 14%, high five yourself. You are crushing it.
Is that
Okay.
voicemails or actual pickups?
People. So out of 100 dials, 9 to 14 people actually pick up the phone.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
that's the first level you want to be at. So 100 dials, 9 to 14 people. Now, on 500 dials, now on an American dialer, on 500 dials, we like to see anywhere from 2 to 6 leads be generated. Okay. Now, if you're using foreign cold callers, now mine are really good, but if you're using foreign, we expect between 1 and 4 leads per 500 dials. All right. Now, the contact rate does not change just because you put a foreign cold caller on. So that number should still be anywhere from 9 to 14%. But their performance is probably less than that of an American. Our Americans average, twice as much. Another thing that we like to see is our wrong number percentages. Our service has a 80% or greater accuracy rate. And I can see this. What we do is whenever someone has an issue with their campaign, I have my team run an investigative report. This is a report where we look at dials, leads, contacts, wrong numbers, failed, disconnected, busy, where I break down everything. And this really shows me how important skip tracing is. So I can see that out of, let's say, 2,000 dials, that 200 people answered. That's my 10% contact rate. And then I can see that 20 of those people were the wrong number. All right, so 200 people picked up, 20 people the wrong number. That's a 90% accuracy rate on skip tracing. A lot of times we don't really stop and respect the data that we're seeing, but that's a huge sign. I had this guy call me up. He was a little frustrated earlier. And I said, hey, man, we're calling Los Angeles and we had an 11% contact rate. And I was like, the good news is we're talking to people.
Yeah.
The bad news is we're not getting a lot of leads, but,
right.
This is a numbers game. I was like, but getting them to answer the phone is step number one. So when we talk about KPIs, the first thing you want to do is validate your conversations. And that's going to be contact rate. That should be 9 to 14%. And that's going to be how many of them are the right and the wrong number. This is going to tell you the quality of your skip tracing and your list. Just those two numbers. You're going to see how accurate your skip tracing is. Now, your lead generation rate, that 2 to 6 number or the 1 to 4 that I was talking about per 500 dials, that's going to give you the quality more of your list. Are you hunting in the right area? Are you going in the right places? Now, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of hard to fucking test 500, and go, well, that doesn't really give you a clear picture unless you're in like Oklahoma and there's not that many people anyways. But, you really want to do this with probably a 2,000 test. You want to make sure that like 2,000 dials are done consistently on something. And as long as you're getting that 9 to 14%, keep going till you hit the 2,000. You got to finish the split test. Then if you find out that does work, great, it works, great. Let's keep going. Let's do it again. Hey, it's not working. Great. What's the criteria? Let's make an adjustment. Did the contact rate suck? Do we need to find new skip tracing?